welcome back to everyone on the Football Zone and to a weekend review, a rare midweek review, on the Football Zone. Reviewing the Premier League action from this week, and starting off on Tuesday with Wolves against Burnley. Wolves picking up the 1-0 win, and it was Hwang Mahi-Chan in the 42nd minute who gave Wolves the win. And I think Burnley may feel slightly aggrieved they didn't get anything out of it. In general, it was probably a very close game, and I would say a draw would be the fair result here, but just that moment from Hwang giving it a win, a decisive win as well. For Company, frustrating not to back up the result on Saturday here. But moving on into a crazy game at Kenilworth Road, Luton pushed Arsenal all the way but couldn't quite get it done. Martinelli opened the scoring in the 20th minute before Osho equalised just after that. On a stroke of half-time, Jesus put Arsenal ahead before Adebayo and Ross Barkley made it 3-2. Kai Havertz made it 3-3, and it looked like it was a draw, but in the 97th minute it was Declan Rice who gave Arsenal the win, and Arsenal pushed and pushed and pushed. Luton defended so valiantly, and they'll be gutted not to get a result here because they played really well, but Arsenal just about got the win. I would say they deserved, and it's that character that's going to make them serious title contenders. But moving on into Wednesday night in the Premier League, and a really disappointing night for Crystal Palace. They were defeated 2-0 by Bournemouth. It was Sensi and Kiefer Moore with the goals for Bournemouth, and I would say Bournemouth probably deserving the win. Had a few really good chances, stuck them away, and big win for them. But for Palace, a really disappointing result at home. I think a game where they would have been hoping for a lot more, to be honest. So I think disappointing, pressure going on Roy, but for Bournemouth, big win for them. They're on a bit of a roll now. But moving on into Chris Wilder's first game back in charge at Sheffield United, and they were comfortably beaten 2-0 by Liverpool. Van Dijk 37th minute and Szoboszlai in the 94th minute with the goals for Liverpool. And Liverpool dominated this one. Sheffield United, I think it was an improvement. They stuck in the game, and that's all you can ask against a team like Liverpool. But I never really thought they were going to get anything out of it, to be honest. But for Liverpool, big win. Potential bananas can obviously with new manager bounce, but just couldn't quite come off. But for Sheffield United, still positive signs. Moving on into a hugely damaging night for Nottingham Forest. They were defeated 5-0 by Fulham. Iwobi, Jimenez with 2, Iwobi and Kearney with the goals. Big win for Fulham. And it's a game that they utterly dominated. I think in total control from minute one, really, and kind of the Fulham side we've seen at their best, hopefully you see that side more often. But for Forest, it's a big, massive, damaging defeat, and I think Steve Cooper will really be under pressure now to turn it around, because this was a shocking result, even though he does look to have his back of staff, of course. But moving on into Brighton 2, Brentford 1, and it was Mbumo in the 27th minute who put Brentford ahead before Gross and Hinselwood, the youngster, getting a goal to make it 2-1 to Brighton. Big win for Brighton, their first win at home for a shockingly long time. I was really surprised by that stat. For Brighton, a big win for them. Gets them back on track, really 8th in the Premier League, still very much in touch with the likes of teams that we're going for Europe. So a big result for them. But moving on into Manchester United, and they defeated Chelsea 2-1 in a massive result for them. Fernandes missed a penalty early on before McTominay 10 minutes after that gave United a lead. It was Cole Palmer right before half time who levelled things up though, before Scott McTominay in the 69th minute made it 2-1. And Manchester United really dominated this game. To be honest, it should have been more. Really, they played really well. For Chelsea, definitely a very concerning result and performance. They just didn't look on the level of Manchester United. And we know that all the difficulties they've been facing recently. But one team who aren't having any difficulties at all at the moment, Aston Villa defeating Man City 1-0. Leon Bailey in the 74th minute, and Villa absolutely dominated this match. To be honest, I can't remember seeing a side that dominated Man City as much as Villa did here. An absolutely incredible win here. So massive, like I say. But for Man City, serious questions need to be asked. Obviously, we see them having these stunts, but quite a way off, and it looks like multiple teams in the title race this year. So concerning. But moving on into Everton, and they picked up a massive win on Thursday, beating Newcastle 3-0 at Goodison Park, and it was McNeil, Doucouré and Beto with the goals all in the second half, and Everton, clinical, took their chances, got the win. Massive win for them. And Newcastle, I think we're really starting to see kind of the struggles they've been having recently with injuries. That kind of seems to be catching up with them a bit. But for Everton, massive win. What a job they're doing, even with that deduction. Moving on into Tottenham 1, Wolves 2. And it was Romero in the 11th minute who gave Tottenham the lead before Jarrod Bowen and James Ward-Prowse made it 2-1 in the second half. A shocking comeback from West Ham. And Tottenham dominated the game, but West Ham probably had the better chances. Came away with the win. A big win for them. And they'll be absolutely delighted by that. yeah, it's just some mistakes over in Tottenham. They'll be kicking themselves over. And after getting that draw at Man City, that'd be really, really disappointing. Not to kind of back it up at home. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Also, for daily football news and subscribe to the channel, greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.